Hello everyone, today we're going to be doing an activity on the Mobius Strip. In order to do this activity, you will need some paper. I'm just using some white printer paper. And you will need to print out the activity. If you don't have a printer or if you don't want to make your own cube, you can get yourself a box. Just make sure that you're able to write on it because we're going to be drawing on our boxes today. You will also need some scissors, so I have mine right here. Make sure that if you need any help with the scissors, to ask a parent or guardian. You will also need some tape, and last you'll need some markers. So today I'm using black, blue, and red. The markers are going to help us explore the different properties of the different shapes we'll be looking at today. So make sure that you have a couple different colors. It doesn't matter what color, just make sure you're able to tell the difference between all of them. And now we'll start putting together all of our shapes. Okay, so now that we have all of our materials gathered together, we'll start cutting. So again, if you don't have a printer or if you don't want to print your own things, you can just draw a square on a piece of paper and then use that. Today I'm going to be cutting out the square. So I have my square now. Next, you will need to cut out this cube. So to do that, all you're going to have to do is cut along the dark or the solid lines, cut along the solid lines, and then we're going to fold along the dotted lines after we've cut it out. So I have already cut out my cube, and now we will begin creating it. So feel free to pause the video and set up your cube. So we're just going to fold along the dotted lines. Now that my template is all folded up, we'll start assembling the cube. So depending on you, if you want the tabs on the inside, you can put them underneath, like so, or you can put them on the outside. I'm going to put mine on the outside, and I'll just be using tape on the tabs to put it all together. Just like that. So now that I have one side, I'll fold up this side and tape along all of these, and I'll fold up this side and tape along all of these until I get a cube. So I have completed my cube. This is what it looks like right now. I put tape on the edges because we're going to be drawing on these, so you can do that if you want. If you don't, just be careful because the paper might rip depending on what you're using to draw on your cube. Next, we will start the Mobius strip and the loop. So for that, we're going to be using a blank piece of paper. And to do that, we're going to fold this paper in half once the long way. And then we're going to fold it in half again long ways. So once your paper is folded and we open it up, we'll see that we have these 4 lines. These lines we're going to cut along so that we have 4 equally sized strips. If you don't want to do it this way, you can do it a different way. We just want to have the 4 equally sized strips. So just cut along. So just cut along each fold. And remember, if you need help with scissors, just ask a parent or guardian. and cut along these folds until you have 4 strips. So I have already cut out my strips. These what they look like. So the first shape we're going to make using these strips is our loop. So to do that, we're just going to take 1 strip and a strip of paper, strip of tape, and we're going to put it on one side. So now that we have tape on this side of our loop, or our strip of paper, we're going to take the other side and then just tape it together. And now we have created our loop. If you want, you can put tape on the inside. Putting tape on the inside will help it look a little more rounded. So now I've put tape on the inside. Now for the other strips, we're going to use 2 of them to make a Mobius strip. So what we're going to do is we're going to tape 2 of these strips together to make a long strip. This is just so we can see what's going on with the Mobius strip a little bit easier. Now that we have a long strip, we're going to do something similar to the loop. We'll be taping 2 edges together, but this time we're going to take one end, turn it over once, and tape it together right there. And I'm going to put the tape facing down. So I'm going to take the 2 edges and bring them together, and then this side that has the tape is facing up right now, I'm going to turn it over and tape it to this end. And now we have created our Mobius strip. Again, you can put some more tape on the other edges that haven't been taped together on the other side. So there's tape on the inside, but not on the outside. And that will just help it. It will help it stay together a little bit nicer. So now that we have all of our shapes prepared, we can move on to the first activity.